Patient protection is the top priority in every clinical trial, and that's not just an empty phrase, it's the law. But what exactly is being done to make trials as safe as possible? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about now. As a matter of fact, before a new treatment even gets near a human being, it's usually a very, very long road. We're talking about many years of research here, and only when all this research leads to truly convincing results can a clinical trial on humans even be considered. But even then, it doesn't just start. Because in every country, there are strict national and international guidelines that must be followed, and that also means a lot of paperwork first. For every trial, researchers must create a so-called study protocol, which is written according to strict rules. And this detailed protocol must be reviewed and approved by both government authorities and an independent ethics committee. Independent means in this case that the members of this ethics committee work voluntarily and have no personal interest in the trial other than the patient's well-being. The ethics committee consists of experts from many different fields. Of course, medical doctors are involved, but also lawyers, theologians, and other experts. And together, they ensure that the potential risks for trial participants are acceptable and that their rights are always protected. This means that only when all official bodies have given the green light can the trial even begin. But even then, it's not something that just runs itself. Clinical trials continue to be strictly monitored while they are being conducted. It looks like this. Authorities regularly check whether everyone involved is really sticking meticulously to the study protocol. So really everyone, not just the doctors but also nurses, project management, the pharmacy, and so on. Accordingly, all persons working on the trial are specially trained for these processes, so that they know what to look out for. And because the patients participating in the trial are very closely monitored throughout the entire time, adverse effects can be recognized and treated immediately. As you can see, a lot is being done for protection, but risks still remain, because no one can predict with 100% certainty if and how a new therapy will improve the health of each individual person. It's possible that not all side effects of a new treatment are known yet. That's just the nature of things when something is new. In general, it can be said that clinical trials in early phases, such as phase 1 and 2 trials, have the greatest potential risks. This is simply because there isn't as much information on the safety and efficacy of the therapy yet. And yet, especially when there are no other treatment options for a child, or these have already been exhausted, an early clinical trial can represent an opportunity, because it provides access to a therapy that is otherwise unavailable. And another very important benefit is, of course, that you also help to improve therapies for future children with cancer. Because clinical trials are essential for learning and further improving treatment options in pediatric oncology. Every cancer therapy that is standard today started out this way. So what can you take away from this video for yourselves? First thing is, for some patients, clinical trials can offer a real chance to gain access to an effective treatment option. At the same time, the benefits of any treatment are always weighed against potential risks. However, everything is being done to make trials as safe as possible. And in the end, of course, it's always up to the patients and their family to decide what the right path might be.